to A Course in Miracles. We're ready to continue. We are on Chapter 4, The Illusions of the Ego. I'd like to welcome you all here this evening, and let's go around and introduce ourselves.
I am Sean.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Marybeth.
And I am Linda.
And we're ready to move on, so if you have a book and you want to follow along with us, you're welcome to do so. So who would like to start tonight? Linda?
You got me.
What you say every week.
It doesn't matter where I sit.
No, that's right. You're just a magic seat.
Okay.
Starter offer person.
Okay. So we are on number 1, right teaching and right learning. A good teacher clarifies his own ideas and strengthens them by teaching them. Teacher and pupil are alike in the learning process. They are in the same order of learning, and unless they share their lessons, conviction will be lacking. A good teacher must believe in the ideas he teaches, but he must meet another condition. He must believe in the students to whom he offers the ideas. That makes sense.
Okay. So it's kind of saying teacher and student, they're all teachers, they're all students. So it's eliminating what we would call hierarchy.
Exactly.
Very good paraphrasing.
I try.
I know, you did a real good job.
I want to see what you do with the next paragraph.
Oh God, that's a big one.
Uh-huh.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Many stand guard over their ideas because they want to protect their thought systems as they are. And learning means change. Change is always fearful to the separated because they cannot conceive of it as a move towards healing the separation. They always perceive it as a move toward further separation because the separation was their first experience of change. You believe that if you allow no change to enter into your ego, strengthen the ego nor reduce the conflict within it. The ego is a contradiction. Yourself and God's self are in opposition. They are opposed in source, in direction, and in outcome. They are fundamentally irreconcilable because spirit cannot perceive and the ego cannot know. They are therefore not in communication and can never be in communication. Nevertheless, the ego can learn, even though its maker can be misguided. He cannot, however, make the totally lifeless out of the life given.
That's nice.
Love it. It really means we're not spirit.
Right.
Well,
Really does.
ego.
Yeah.
Right, ego.
Right.
Yeah.
But who are we, ego or spirit?
But ego speaks.
Mhm.
See my ego speaking?
I see your ego sitting in this chair. Yeah.
It's the first time I've heard it explained why we're afraid of change. Because the first time we experienced change is when we checked out and we found ourselves here.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Kidding. I'm not
That
going
was
there.
a huge mistake. We'll stay where I am.
Change is
Uh-huh.
bad.
Yeah.
It's like being in a minefield, then there's how you gonna get out?
Right. You know you're safe right where you're standing.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
But the ego can learn.
Yes.
I
The
hope
ego
so.
can learn.
I hope so.
The ego can learn, even though its maker can be misguided. I can be misguided, but the ego can learn. So it's like you can teach the ego which way to step in that minefield.
Mhm.
But if the ego wants to go off and do it all by itself, it's probably going to lose a toe here or there,
Mhm.
which is what we do.
Right.
Yes, we do.
Wow.
Repeatedly.
And
Which
spirit.
only reinforces every time I try to make a change, I hurt myself.
So let's just stand still.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way out.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
But that is really interestingly profound to me, that the first change we ever made was separation, and that's why people, meaning ego, is afraid of change. That's cool.
That is. Yeah. Well, I can relate to that because even in my own life, I've made bad choices. Well, I perceive them as bad choices. So I stayed in relationships or situations much longer than needed to because I was afraid, it was going to be a bad decision if I didn't. And so I knew, okay,
Yeah,
it might not be
yeah,
where I want to be,
yeah.
but I know it and it's safe, it could be worse. So,
The devil I know is better than the devil I don't know.
that's right, that's right.
And we always think it's gonna be worse. We
Doesn't
never
that
think it's gonna
sound
get better.
Yeah.
We call
Well,
that
there's that
taking a
fear.
risk. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
that fear, it can be worse.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Job change, anything.
Yeah. Even though I hate my job and I got laid off, now I can do what I want. I spend my time complaining the fact that I lost my job. Go forward.
Yeah.
Go forward.
And spirit can't strengthen or reduce the conflict in the ego. So it like has no effect. It's almost like they're,
Two separate.
what is that called? Dual, not dual. Like two dimensions or like two, what do they call that? Like when you have two different lives going on at the same time and different.
Bipolar?
I guess it is like
A
that.
split personality?
No, you're talking about two things happening at the same time,
Yeah. That's what's going on.
like a multidimensional experience.
Yeah, exactly. Like people say, we're all having this,
I'm here, but I'm on
but I'm
Venus.
somewhere else. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's an aspect of me
Mhm.
Right.
in so many different
Okay.
places.
Yeah. So the fact that the spirit can never affect the ego, it kind of sounds like that's what it reminds me of. It's like they both have their lives. The spirit is having
It's
our
experience.
spirit is having its experience, and our ego is having its experience.
Yeah, spirit can neither
And we're
strengthen it
choosing
nor reduce it,
Either
because
or.
it doesn't even recognize it.
Mhm.
You can't change something that you're not aware of.
Where did it say about perception? One is in perception and one is in knowledge.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Spirit is in knowledge.
Yeah.
And ego is in perception.
They can't even talk to each other. It's
No.
like they can't communicate.
Mm-mm.
Right.
I mean, they look at each other.
It's a wonder we're not all in a home somewhere. Is it not?
Yeah.
Well,
When you're reading
we're
this,
all-
well, no
you
wonder
know,
we're so
it
messed
says
up.
we're all insane, all right?
Yes,
Oh,
this is
my
insanity.
God.
We're all
Dang.
insanity, right?
Yeah.
They had a real neat thing in there. What is ego? It says here, it's kind of neat. The ego is insane. In fear it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all, in separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God himself. And in its terrible autonomy, sees the will of God has been destroyed. It dreams of punishment and trembles at the figures in the dreams. Its enemies who seek to murder it before it can ensure its safety by attacking them. That's just kind of neat, because I was saying, what is the ego here in my class today?
Mhm.
or
Your
Oh,
lesson.
your lesson.
My lesson, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a joint lesson, it's about 6
Oh, it's a
lessons,
review.
but this is the main
Mhm.
topic.
Wow.
The ego is insane.
The ego, yeah.
We're all insane.
We're all insane.
I knew that about Linda.
We're teaching you. I'll just go and I'll show you the way,
Oh,
and
God.
I'll show you what it's like, and then you can acknowledge somehow your loss of mental faculties. That puts a new slant on you've lost touch with reality.
Thank you, God.
No, but you lost touch with reality. God is reality. You lost touch with it.
But
Insane.
what
Oh,
yeah.
okay, so you're not, God is a reality.
Yeah,
And most
yeah.
people are saying
This-
their perception
right.
of what is.
But I'm insane, so I'm doing it my own way. I'm making it up as I go. That's not what they mean.
Okay. Whatever you say, Linda.
Thank you. That works really well.
It does, it keeps her calm.
Chocolate works too.
Any more
Any more thoughts?
discussions or on that area?
I'm good.
Okay. Spirit need not be taught, but the ego must be. Learning is ultimately perceived as frightening because it leads to the relinquishment not the destruction of the ego,